my morning routine like I usually do with putting dishes away. I put them in the dishwasher, and then when the next morning, like, I let them dry pretty much all day the day I take them out, and then I start putting them away. So it's become kind of like my morning routine where I'll get up, I'll make the bed. On days I shower. On the days I don't, I come downstairs, I make myself breakfast, and then after breakfast, I always put the dishes away. And then when I usually fill the dishwasher the night before, I'll run it that night. And then in the morning, I will take out the dishes and I will put them in the sink, because for some reason, the dishwasher is supposed to like dry the dishes, but a lot of the times it doesn't, and they're still kind of wet. So I just take them out and I wipe them down, or I set them in here and I just let them dry. So this morning I actually got up and I took a shower. I lately have been trying to let my hair like air dry, mostly because I feel like I have been putting like a lot of heat on my hair. And I'm actually really excited because tonight me and Ken are going out to one of our favorite restaurants in Wisconsin, Del's. It's the Del Bar for happy hour. Of course, this time, because I, am pregnant, I don't get to enjoy the yummy drinks, but he can enjoy them. So we're going to go for happy hour, because like appetizers are kind of like, not like, they're like a few dollars off than they like regularly would be. So we want to go and just kind of enjoy a night as, just again, me and him before the baby comes. It's just a way for us to kind of just like celebrate us. And we usually go to the Del Bar for like celebrations. We do like birthdays, and we do our anniversary. And I think the last time we actually went was for our 1-year anniversary. So we really haven't been out there since then. And we just kind of wanted to go and enjoy this time together. And we keep like saying to ourselves, it's not like we can't go and do these things once our, daughter is here. I think we just won't be doing as much. So we just want to get out. We want to go have fun. We want to spend this time together. And this is one of our favorite restaurants. And usually we would go for like happy hour, and then we would go and do dinner. But usually with like the appetizers at happy hour, we fill up. And we just decided also to save some money just to do happy hour and not do a dinner. We were like talking about it, and my husband Ken was like, well, unfortunately then I don't get like the steak or the crab legs and stuff. But he's like, you know what, that's perfectly fine. We'll just go enjoy the happy hour, spend the time together, and just like enjoy a night out. So it's not like we don't go on date nights. We go on date nights all the time. We go out to eat and spend time together. This is just more of a fancier place. So that's why this morning I'm like, I'm going to wash my hair, let it air dry, because then later on I'm going to put heat on it, because I'm going to curl it. Well, I think I might straighten it first, curl it, and then get myself ready. And I wanted to bring you guys along on our date night tonight. And I'm just so excited about it. And I am 36 weeks pregnant. And baby is coming soon. She's going to be here soon. So there's all these little things that we just want to do together, and, go out and hang out together before, this new chapter of our life starts. So I am actually going to quit chatting with you guys, because I'm not putting these dishes away. I am going to put the dishes away, and then I will talk to you guys in a little bit. now that all the dishes are put away and the dishwasher is empty, I went and made myself a cup of coffee. I, found out after I was pregnant that you could still have coffee. You just had to limit the amount of coffee you intake a day. And I used to start my mornings off with coffee. And then, of course, when I got pregnant, I'm like, I don't want to just drink coffee on an empty stomach. So now I always eat something in the morning. And since I have to take iron pills, and my doctor recommended to take iron pills with orange juice, I always have a glass of orange juice with my breakfast. I let that settle. I usually do the dishes and stuff after I do breakfast, and then I sit down and I allow myself to enjoy some coffee. So I don't think I ever told you guys or discussed it with you guys that I actually stopped working the second week of April. Pregnancy was really hard on me. If you haven't seen any of my pregnancy vlogs talking about it, I recommend going over and looking at them because I talk about how pregnancy is just hard. And especially for me, it's been really rough. I ended up missing a lot of work during my pregnancy just due to morning sickness and my sciatica pain and just my body going through it. And I ended up switching my schedule around a couple times, going in earlier, going in later, trying to figure out the best way to get myself up in the morning, get myself moving. And then eventually I started cutting my hours. So instead of working full-time, I was working part-time, and I was working 20 to 25 hours a week at the most. And then there were some weeks that I wasn't even getting 20 hours. I was working 10 to 15 hours. It was really bad. So me and Ken sat down one weekend. It was the weekend before I quit, and we were going over everything, and he said, I think it's just time to call it. And I have always discussed with work and been very open with work about the pregnancy and just everything I'm going through. And I actually worked for a company that was very good with whatever I need to do. And they knew at some point I would be leaving. So it wasn't a surprise to them when I told them I was leaving. And, I felt bad leaving because I really liked my job. I liked being back at work, but it was just hard on my body. Just because of this pregnancy, it has been hard on me. So I actually quit working that second week of April. And then I, have just been at home kind of preparing for our daughter to get here and, vlogging and getting shorts done. And I'm trying to keep up on everything. So I have videos for you guys after she is born for you guys to keep consuming. But something else I started doing was getting back into podcasting. I fell off of podcasting the last couple of years and even coming into this year, and I really wanted to get back into it. So every Wednesday I've been recording episodes and recording 2 to 3 episodes, batching stuff, so then I have stuff still coming out after our daughter is born. I'm just trying to really get ahead of everything. I talk about that kind of in my vlogging plan video. If you haven't seen that, I recommend going and seeing that and watching that, because I just tell you guys what my plan is for the rest of the year and just trying to really get as much done as possible before she gets here for you guys. So this morning I'm actually going to sit down and start going through a lot of the episodes I recorded for the podcast and kind of start scheduling stuff out and getting them ready. I used to make videos like this, vlogging type videos to record for my podcast, but going into getting back into podcasting, I unfortunately won't be releasing them on YouTube anymore. They will just be kind of on Spotify for you to listen to, or on Apple. So if you listen to the podcast or are interested in that, I will link that for you so you can go over and actually listen to them if you like the podcast. But it's just too much trying to record video and put stuff together and then put it on YouTube. That's just another step in the process for me that just seems like a lot. So unfortunately, I'm just going to take a step back from putting them on YouTube. Maybe eventually I'll just like put the audio on YouTube with just like a standard like background picture. If you guys are interested in that, just let me know. But for right now, I'm just not going to do that because that's just not going to work for me. So I am going to start, messing around with the episodes and doing that for the next couple hours. Around noon, I think I'm going to, either around noon or 1, I will start getting ready for tonight because Ken usually gets off around 2:30, and the restaurant doesn't open till 4, but I want to get ready, get dressed, and just be ready to go for when we leave. So I'll probably start around maybe 12:30, 1 o'clock getting ready. So I am going to start working on these podcast episodes, and I will talk to you guys probably later on when I start to get ready for our date night. So I just got done editing 4 different episodes for the podcast, and I am so proud of myself that I got all the episodes for June ready. I released one every Wednesday, and that feels so amazing to me that, within the next 2 weeks, I could have another 4 episodes for July. And I actually need 5 episodes for July, and I feel like I can accomplish that, and that feels really, really good to me. I am so proud of myself that I'm coming back to podcasting and getting things done before our baby girl gets here. I know I'm going to have to try to navigate doing episodes and everything after she's here, which I will definitely figure out, but it feels so good to have episodes out again for my podcast. So it is 12:37 right now, so I think I'm going to eat a little bit. I'm probably going to make myself a salad for lunch, and then I am going to head upstairs afterwards and start getting myself ready for our date night. So I'm going to go eat my lunch, and then I will see you guys upstairs. I had such a good salad for lunch. I don't know why lately salads are my new fixation for lunches. I absolutely love them. But now we are finally getting to the hair that needs to be done. My hair still is a little wet, so I think I'm going to blow dry it first, straighten it, and then curl it. But I do, in between each one, wait a few minutes before I put the next amount of heat on my hair. So I'm going to spray my hair with this heat protectant, get it blow dried, straightened, and then we're going to curl it. done. I'm going to wait to do my makeup until right before we leave, mainly because if I do it now, then I'll have to mess with it. I've noticed with my makeup, with especially my eyeliner, it will get like in the edges really, really dark, and I don't want that. And I think it's about almost 2 o'clock, so I usually will leave like 30 minutes, or we might leave earlier, so I think around 3, I probably will put the makeup on before we leave. But right now, I'm trying to decide what I want to wear. I don't know necessarily dress-wise what I want to wear. I was kind of thinking either this one, or I was thinking the one that I actually wore the day I did my maternity photo shoot, which would be this one, because it's so cute and it's like springy. But then I'm like, it's kind of chilly out there, so why not just do like a black skirt and a t-shirt type of vibe? So I think what I'm going to do real fast is I might do that skirt with this t-shirt. So I think what I'm going to do real fast is I'm going to try them individually on and then see what I think, and then I will kind of go from there. So let's go ahead and figure out what to wear. So I did put that shirt on, but I didn't like the way it looked. So I found this like cute little top that I can actually put down further, but I think, you know, I don't know, like it's going to be cold-ish outside, so I'm going to have to wear a jacket over it. But I'm thinking this is comfy, it's cute, cozy. So this is my first option. Not showing off the bump so much, but that's like, okay, I mean, girl is definitely there. But let's go ahead and try on the first dress. So now this would be option number 2. I kind of like the skirt more because it covers more of the legs, and I don't necessarily have anything to put on my legs. Of course, it definitely shows off the bump, and this would be an option. Obviously, I would still wear something on the top, but the only thing I don't like is that the legs are uncovered more, so I don't think I'm going to wear this one. So let's go ahead and put the other one on. The other one actually covers the legs a little bit more, so let's see how I feel about that. But again, definitely shows the bimp. Then of course, this is my option number 3. This is the one I wore for my maternity photos. Like I said, it does cover the legs a little bit more, which I like. Still, again, showing off the bump as she is. You can wear it off the shoulders or like up, and kind of like off the shoulder look, but again, still would have to wear something on top. So now I'm just kind of debating between this one and the skirt. I don't know, so I will get back to you once I've made a decision. So I've officially decided on this one because it's cute. Like I said, it's long enough where it covers my legs. And then I have this cute little jacket that's like furry. So I am just going to pair it with that. You can either button it on the top so it stays together, but I kind of like it just open. And it creates this cute little outfit. So I think I'm definitely going with this option. So like I said, I'm going to do my makeup right before we leave. Ken actually just got home. So now I'm just going to relax. And then right before we leave, I'll put my makeup on. And then I will see you guys later on when we go out for our date night. morning, guys. It is the next day. I forgot to say goodbye and goodnight to you last night. After we went to dinner and had a great time, we went and spent, I think, like a half hour to an hour at the Grateful Shed in Wisconsin Dells. Ken got a drink and we just kind of sat and relaxed for a little bit. And then we headed home, got into PJs. I was going to talk to you guys, and then Ken wanted to go to Walmart to get some of his drinks. So then we went to Walmart, and we had gotten home, and I was really hungry. So then when we pulled up to the house, we decided, well, I pretty much decided that I wanted to go back out and get food. And Ken knew that I was hungry. So he's like, before we get out of the car, are you sure you don't want to go out and get some food? Because I know that if we go in the house and you look at the fridge and you're like, oh, there's nothing in here I really want, you're going to want to go back out. So we went back out and we got some McDonald's, and we did indeed eat our McDonald's in bed. And then after we had finished that all up, we ended up going to sleep. I was going to read last night. I'm actually almost done with The Tenant by Frida. I think it's by Frida McFanning. It's her newer book that came out. I'm almost finished with it. It's very intriguing. But then I was just really tired. Well, this morning we are up early because I have a doctor's appointment today. And we are going in to see how our little girl is doing and just get everything checked up. It's like, I think, 3 more weeks until our due date, which is crazy. So she will definitely be here soon. But I wanted to come on and just let you guys know what the rest of our night looked like and pretty much end the vlog, because I intended on doing it last night, but then by the time we went shopping and then came home and ate, it was like 8:30, and I was tired, so I just went to bed. So thanks for coming and hanging out with us yesterday as we kind of just celebrated a fancy date night and a fun night before our baby girl gets here, because like I keep saying, the next chapter of life is coming, and then things will be changing. And it's not that I'm saying when you have kids you can't go out and do things. Like, that's not what I'm saying. You can absolutely still go out and do certain things, but spending like a lot of money on a semi-fancy dinner is probably not going to happen for probably a long time. But that's okay, because our daughter will be here and we get to enjoy a new chapter in our lives as parents, and that will be definitely fun and exciting. So we are heading out soon to go to the doctor, so I am going to finish up my coffee and then we're going to head out. So I will talk to you guys again real soon in the next vlog. Bye guys.